I just had a quick look at the value of my Tesla stock, and it's not looking great right now. But Cathie Wood, well, she says, hold on for the long term, and it's going to be worth, well, she says an exact figure, which is pretty damn crazy. You'd get an amazing return on your investment if she's right. Probably the best of any company if she's correct. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. Great to see you. Thank you for tuning in. Cathie Wood, she did get some things right about Tesla that no one else did. First of all, she predicted that Tesla's price would skyrocket in a way that everyone thought made it. Everyone basically said, Cathie, you're insane. Or Tesla, big Tesla fans said, oh, look, Cathie's saying this is worth looking at. I was one of them. I tried to sell my house to buy Tesla stock, didn't work out. Had it on the market, and there's some issues that went on with the agent. Someone made an offer, it fell through. Anyway, I tried to get in and buy Tesla stock, and this was when it was back worth peanuts. I mean, nothing compared to what it's worth today. I missed a big opportunity. I really did. And I rued that. Has that arrived again with Tesla's latest fall in its stock price? I mean, its price to earnings ratio has fallen significantly. Tesla is not a worse company than it was 6 months ago. I think it's a better company, much better in fact, especially after disclosing their plans for the Model 2. I believe that is a huge advantage. It's also a huge advantage to see that Tesla's able to reduce their prices so much. I mean, how on earth are they making a profit at all with their prices at what they're at now? They're crazy. Below every other legacy automaker, if you compare their cars that are similar to Tesla's EVs, they're more expensive. As Tesla's somehow still making a profit. This is crazy. When all their competition are losing massive amounts of money. Ford, $20,000 per car. I mean, yeah, maybe its competitors are not losing that much per car, but it's still thousands. Very different. Complete contrast to making a profit, but making a pretty good profit at the same time. So therefore, I still think Tesla is a good investment in the long term. And it's not just for that reason, it's for 10 other structural reasons, which I've outlined in a recent essay that I wrote. Well, that's coming soon to the channel, by the way. So it doesn't make sense to me that Tesla's stock price just fell massively. I would consider buying it if I wasn't investing so much money into, well, you guys know what's been happening here in Thailand. If you don't, I'll put a link in the description. But that's costing a lot of money, so I'm not really in a position to do so at the moment. But, you know, if you're going to buy stocks right now, yeah, that's where I'd be going personally. ARK Invest, Cathie Wood, and whoever the staff are there say, they predict that by 2027, Tesla stock will rise to $2,000 per share. Today, Tesla stock price is sitting at $165. It was at $161 this morning. Now, let's just go off $165 today and look at the $165 versus $2,000 in only a few years' time. ARK Invest is saying Tesla stock will be up 1,112.12% in only a few years. To be fair, they got it more right than anyone else initially, right? When they said it was going to be $4,000, and I think they initially said 2,000, then 4,000, then there was a stock split twice. Basically, ARK Invest pretty much well predicted the correct Tesla stock price. Not every time, but more correctly than anyone else did. It's really worth considering because a lot of companies spend a very minimal amount of time on each company that they look at, right? But ARK Invest clearly focus on new emerging companies. They don't look at companies like they don't really go into detail on companies like, Intel, Microsoft, etc. They really look at closely emerging technology. So I think that they're probably investing a lot of time into looking at the fundamentals of Tesla's business and their strategy, plus looking at how they've implemented what they've done over the last 5 years. I mean, for example, why is it that Toyota is only selling 25,000 EVs per year? Surely they could be selling more if they were capable of that, right? ARK Invest have actually given us predictions for year by year. 2027, $2,000 per share. But in the bull case scenario, it's $2,500. ARK's new open source Tesla model, by the way, incorporates distributions for 41 independent inputs to simulate a range of potential outcomes for the company. They're basically trying to use analytics, which I absolutely love personally, to dictate their investment predictions and decisions. I love analytics because they really try to remove the emotion. I mean, we all have emotions as human beings. We are emotional people. Even if we believe that we did a personalities test and it told us we're more thinkers than feelers, all of us are still fundamentally emotional. And I think that plays a role in our decisions, our investing decisions. If we can remove the emotion, we make better investment decisions. And that's the idea behind ARK Invest's model. They're digital analytics that they're trying to use to make the best predictions. ARK say Tesla's perspective in the future robotaxi business line is a key driver, contributing 58% of expected enterprise value and 45% of expected EBITDA in 2027 across ARK simulation set. Electric vehicles account for 62% of revenues in 2027, or substantially lower margins than robotaxi revenue. I just made a video talking about the changes to the new Model 3, and of course those changes will be put into the new Model Y. Interestingly, the new Model S and X have some of these changes too. It comes as a result of the new hardware 4 that's coming to these vehicles, already in some Model S and X vehicles now, and the 3 extra cameras, which should enable together Tesla's vehicles to significantly improve their self-driving capacity. ARK Invest has grown increasingly confident that Tesla will launch a robo-taxi service before 2028. Its updated Monte Carlo model includes a range of launch dates, with late 2024 as the weighted average of all cases. ARK Invest believe the recent flurry of AI progress, including the use of Tesla's supercomputer Dojo, should accelerate innovation in the autonomous driving industry. Tesla, for example, already uses transformers popularized by large language models for lane and intersection prediction. In ARK's view, Tesla's vertical integration strategy and Dojo training supercomputer are key competitive advantages that the company has. Training currently runs at 100% capacity, suggesting that Tesla's plan to expand Dojo by 2 orders of magnitude next year will help the company shorten the time between model updates. Recent videos of its latest full self-driving software update include one of a driver who nearly completes a full ride without touching the steering wheel, suggesting that Tesla is close to launching in some geographies, says Tasmanian. Now, I don't think that's correct personally, but I do believe Tesla will solve full self-driving. I'm not going to say when that's going to be. I have no idea. It will happen eventually. That's my key point here. There's some companies, unfortunately, the CEO of BYD believes it will never happen. He's very much a pessimist on that area. But the thing is, realistically, the part of the reason for that could be the fact that BYD has invested very little money into automated driving. And their ADAS systems are some of the worst. They are. I've driven them. I own one. Their cars are great. ADAS, not very good. That could be why he's so negative about full self-driving. Tesla's data library should help prove statistically the safety of its vehicles, giving it a significant advantage over its peers in the regulatory approval process. That's a pretty important point. How do you get regulatory approval for your vehicle to be driven, without its drivers needing to touch the steering wheel, maybe even removing the steering wheel? You've got to prove that car can be driven safely using that software. How do you do that if you don't have the data? Well, you need the data. ARK Invest believes energy storage should contribute $6.6 billion or 3% to Tesla's expected enterprise value in 2027. Now, I believe ARK Invest are wrong on this. I think it's going to be bigger than that. The reason being the mega factory in China, they'll be producing massive amounts of mega packs. That's energy storage. I think that's going to be a massive growth driver for Tesla, and Tesla are predicting that too. In ARK's expected value, 16% of all battery capacity goes into stationary energy storage and 84% goes towards electric cars, resulting in 200 gigawatt hours of stationary energy storage deployed in 2027. According to the analysis, the stationary energy business should yield margins of 20 to 25%. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you for watching.